defense and you personally?
I think it went good for the defense. I think we just building that chemistry together. I think that's very huge. They speak on it a lot, just building that chemistry in the back end and just as a whole group. So I think doing some off the field stuff like Coach Rule we've been doing, just team bonding stuff, really been helping that as a whole defense and as a whole team. But I want to say the defense because that's who we play with. So yeah.
Omar, how do you think last year was for you, just in a sense of like getting your feet wet playing Big Ten football, and how can that help you this year?
Yeah, for sure. I think last year, so I didn't play that much. I think what did help me was just seeing how fast it is, because it always been fast in college, but just seeing like the Big Ten is definitely more faster, more better players. So just getting a feel for that.
What do you think what did you learn from that whole experience?
It was just a learning process in like position wise and I want to say just as a football wise, it helped me become a smarter player because I had to play more than one position. So I think that's really what helped me a lot. Sure.
Coach Cooper kind of talked about the emphasis of cross training, right? Like all the cornerbacks or defensive backs are from corner and safety and over. How's that been for you and just kind of learning all those different positions?
For me, it's not that hard. I mean, at least for corner, because I used to play that position. So like, it's a lot of the similar techniques and stuff, like basically, and yeah, it's a lot of similar techniques. Corner, safety, rover, nickel. As a group, he has us learn every position, not just the position we play. Just in case somebody does get hurt or something happens, then you can go out there and you still know it because we've been doing that every day, learning rover, safety, corner, all that. So yeah.
Do you have a primary position?
My primary position right now is safety, but I move around pretty much everywhere where needed.
How deep is the secondary? Like, how many guys feel confident to go in and play right now?
I think we got a lot of guys. We play a lot of reps. Like everybody plays almost as equals reps. Like now it's getting a little shorter because it's getting closer to the game. But I think like everybody, like we got a lot of good guys, and a lot of even the guys younger who didn't play a lot last year, like they stepping up. They all learning, and pretty much I want to say like majority of the DB group got the whole defense down right now at the back end. A lot of people could play other positions as well. So I think it won't be just four-man group. It could be rotations going on as well because we got other good players as well.
How does that compare to last year? Is that a similar vibe or is that a little bit different?
I think it's different this year. Last year, they didn't really do it that much, but this year I think it's better because we actually have guys who can do that. So it's like, oh, somebody just ran a fade route, safety come back down, give him a little breather, put the other safety that's still good, just as good as him in, and then shoot. It's a rotation right there.
Would you say there's a defined leader of the secondary?
Yeah. I'd probably say it's in other like position groups. It's obviously leaders in different position groups, but I say I want to say Gifford, Isaac Gifford, and like Luke Reimer, and Nick Heinrich, and Nash. Like them guys are like the big guys who speak a lot. Everybody speaks, but them I want to say them are the majority guys for sure.
Omar, what kind of off-season work did you try to do? A lot's been made with teammates and reshaping their bodies. Just what was it like for you, and what did you want to work on this offseason?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I basically just wanted to get my body right. I stretch pretty much every day, just preventing injuries and also obviously doing the DB position stuff, drills like that. But I say what I spent most of my offseason was just staying healthy, getting my body right, stretching, doing DB stuff, just getting ready for this year.
Omar, you're going back home for the season opener. What do you think of Team 1 in Minneapolis?
I think it's going to be real exciting. It's my first game back home since high school, so it's kind of big for me. I got a lot of people coming to the game, and it's just going to be a fun game playing Minnesota.
Hey, Omar, other than being healthy, what would you say is the biggest difference in your readiness to play this year in comparison to last year at this time?
For me, I say knowing the defense, not even just our defense, but knowing defense and overall. Like last year, kind of helped me become like a smarter player because I had to play multiple positions. So like, basically, knowing why I'm here on this play and even defense, like D lineman, why does he play this technique? I could come in, go fill that gap, certain stuff like that. So I think that's a big step right there for me.
What impresses you most about Minnesota's offense?
Shoot. I mean, I think if I had to say something, I'd probably say just with the tight end, they got a good tight end, like tight end work, I say. They use a lot of little RPOs and stuff like that. I'll probably just say stuff like that.
And the offensive guys who played against you in practice, your defense, they continue to say that it's unpredictable. They don't know where players are coming from. It's hard to get a read on it pre-snap. What's your view on that? I mean, how do you feel about this defense and just the way that you can create havoc because of what Coach White has cooked up?
Yeah. I don't want to say too much, but he's just been trying to teach us like not just getting ready for Minnesota, but obviously game plan for Minnesota, but just being able to hold our defense, not show it too early, not show what we're in, try to show something else, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
What's Quentin Newsom's impact been on the secondary this year? He's kind of the resident veteran.
Oh yeah, Q, that's my brother. Right now they got him playing. He can play corner and safety. So I think Q's just a guy. Like he's a dog. He's been a dog ever since I've been here. His man-to-man cover skills just probably like the best right now. So just the diversity he could do. He could play man. He could tackle. He could do a whole bunch of things for real. So, and he's a leader in our group. He been here since the beginning, before me. So, just me and him getting close, getting that chemistry together, and also just with the other corners and safeties like MC, all of us.
You mentioned over the offseason doing a lot of stretching. I was wondering, where did that plan come from? Did you want to get more flexible, or what was the idea behind that?
I mean, that's always something I always took care of probably my whole life, but especially when I got in college, just hearing from other people just say always stretch. There's gonna be younger guys coming in, and I'm not saying I'm old, but I move around that just helps me a lot. I be having to tell some of the young guys who hurt stretch, bro, stretch. Even though you don't feel like stretching, stretch is gonna help you a lot. So I always stretch before practice, after practice, all that. It's just more of a thing for me. That's my routine. So yeah.
Can you feel a difference now?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it helped me play faster, move, open my hips more, quicker, stuff like that.
Last year, Malcolm kind of burst onto the scene. How have you seen him grow from the end of last season and into this season?
Yeah, Malcolm is just a player. He's played football. It's players you can see, and he just even as a freshman for him, he came in ready. Obviously he ain't come in and play right away, start the first games and stuff, but when they called him, he was ready. And even to this day, Malcolm, he not a real outspoken guy, but whatever safety, corner, right now he plays both positions. So really just utilizing him as best he can, because he could do anything for real, I say too.
You defend Sims in practice, Jeff Sims. What in particular impresses you about him?
He is a dual threat. He's a dual threat. You gotta be careful from pass and the run. When we're in the deep post, you gotta be careful of him scrambling, and then you gotta come back down. The coaches emphasize that. So obviously we can't tackle or touch Jeff too much, but just with him, he runs after even the quarterback, even though he gotta come back, he'll run all the way to the touchdown and score. And he wants us to finish, so we gotta run with him. I say that's probably the hardest thing with him. He's a do it there. He can pass and run. Sure.
Thank you, Omar.
Sure. Thank you.